Hey, we're on. Okay, cool. This is the commentary for the Drawn to Get It DVD. I'm Matt Silverstein. I'm a producer and a creator of this ridiculous show, and I'm here with Dave Jesser.
Thank you. And we're here with three of our actors. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Okay, my name is Cree Summer. I'm a Cancer, and I'm also a Chihuahua whisperer.
Wow.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
And you play Foxy.
And I play Foxy Love.
Indeed.
And then we have Tara.
I'm Tara Strong, and I play Clara and Toot. And once in a while, you know, the show doesn't have that much money. I have to paint Tuchus holes on some of the characters.
But you don't mind.
And then we've got Jess. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Jess Harnell. I'm the guy who just smashed the beer keg on my head, but has since turned out to be a big homo. I play Captain Hero and play heavy metal in my car really loud.
All right, well, this is the pilot episode,
This
the very
is so
first
exciting.
episode.
Here's where it all began.
This is where we met for the first time. Look how cute the girls
You know,
are.
the first memory that comes to me is that my wife was in labor in the bathtub when Zoe from the network called to give me like 3 pages of notes on the thing, and I actually took the notes. I really did. I'm like, this is absurd.
Yeah.
But I did. I listened, and I was a good
That's
little...
because
That's
you
step
care,
one
Matthew.
on
You
the
care.
road.
No,
Good
it's
fathering.
because I'm a bitch.
Now you're a good father.
You know, I'm a bitch, and I let everyone push me around.
So this is so some of these characters. Let's talk about other people that aren't here
Yeah.
right now. So
Oh, yeah.
that's Tara Strong, Toot.
Yeah,
She's
Tara
sort of
plays two characters, man. She's both Clara and Toot, which is really fun when she has scenes with herself. We all get a big kick out of watch Tara play with
Tara
herself.
play with
you know.
herself.
Of course.
Thanks, guys.
Absolutely.
Now, Xander right there was originally played by Nat Faxon, who, while we love the network and we've had a lot of great moments with them, this was a moment where they absolutely made us fire the first Xander because he was way
He
too
was way
gay.
too gay, right?
There was a
but
lot of
I
this
loved
going
him.
on.
He was
yes.
so
There was a
funny.
lot.
I remember the
heartbreaking.
very first table read where he wasn't officially hired yet. We brought him into
Yeah.
the table read. And no offense to you guys, but in the first table read, he probably had the biggest laughs just by
Yes, he
being a
did.
straight guy, sounding straight, or supposed to be straight, and very, very gay.
There is something very entertaining about that,
The
David.
very
there really
gay
is.
voice.
But, you know,
I don't
then we got
what.
Jack Plotnick, who we worked with on Action, who's incredibly talented, really
Yeah,
funny. So it
great.
just, you know.
It definitely worked out.
It worked
but that was
out
our first
great.
big fight. And I
And,
remember...
here's another fight.
Yeah.
Ow.
See,
Sweet.
that was actually the great thing about this is that you know, the network and the censors, and understandably so, were sort of cautious about and afraid for us to do the cutting thing. And then Frankie on The Real World cut herself.
Yeah, and Dr. Drew came on and had like a special speech to camera about how funny
It's on The Real World.
Is that what gave you the green light to be able to
Yeah.
do it?
Yeah.
That's
We
what
love
fantastic.
when the universe
I just
syncs up
remember
with
when-
the
and
not.
allows us to show
Yeah,
animated
it's
cutting.
just spiritual.
Weak, man. I mean, sure, I'd stick and stir any one of these broads, but you know, I really wish we had one of those hot black chicks.
Blang, blang.
I don't know what you're
This is
talking
when the
about.
show
Never heard
begins.
of
This is when the
person?
show begins, really. This is when
Yeah, we got.
Fox in Love
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah. This
house.
is the official beginning of the
This
show.
is the official beginning.
I'll tell you what is a trip, man. Whenever you watch the pilot episode of a show that you go on to do multiple episodes of, the way the characters change and
8.
evolve, or
Yeah.
8 or 9, for that matter. You know, like the characters change so much. Like Captain Hero was a completely different guy here than he turned out to be.
Well, here he was wishing for a 12-year-old girl and a donkey.
Right.
Yeah.
The only difference is now, he
he
would
wish
wish
for a party
12-year-old
dress
boy
and a 12-year-old boy.
and a
Exactly.
donkey.
Yeah. I don't know what happened,
But
man.
this is what I love, the amount of time that you guys aren't afraid to take to make your point. I mean, you know what I mean? I just love the pauses. I mean, I love this. It's so indulgent.
Yeah, see, that, of course.
Now that
Because
Foxy
you
is
guys
very
can
much
sit
modeled.
on a nipple shot for a good 10 minutes.
Well, who can't?
I'm telling
I'll tell you, the real life Clara and the real life Foxy are much more attractive
Yeah,
than
they
the
are.
animated
They're
one.
both
It's
hot.
very
What
true.
do you
It's
guys
really,
want?
you know,
She's
come on.
hot.
Yes, you
No,
guys
seriously.
are both very.
Yeah, well.
It is crazy.
You're
that
a
you
rat
guys
too,
are doing
Coco
the voice.
Butter. I'm telling you that, baby.
And Adam Carolla is more attractive as an animated. That's a man that should be doing voiceover.
We did make out to get in character before the
Yeah, we
makeout
did.
scene.
And you'll make out today.
Yeah.
Make out today. It's method animation.
Shan, you guys aren't here to see this, man.
See, now the
See,
animators
note
add
the
a lot
hands.
of
Note the hands are there, right?
And notice the penis is the exact same shape as the
As
nose.
the nose.
It's a very Jewy thing.
That's the same in my actual
Is that
life,
true
too.
with
No, it's not
Most
true
Jews?
because in Jews the noses are much bigger
Yeah,
than the penises.
I find that.
Well, you guys are awesome Jews, both of you. I'm sure.
They're my favorite
Oh,
Jews.
Yeah, they are. They're-
Really?
yeah, yeah.
I've met
That
a lot
means
of
so
Jews,
much
but
to
no
me.
one
Cree,
rocks
you're
me
my
like you
favorite
guys.
black.
Thank you. Thanks,
Now,
guys.
Foxy, you Cree.
Yes,
sorry.
yes.
You I guess you're not. You were going to be on Family Guy.
I was on Family Guy. I was the sister on Family Guy, and I got fired for being black. So I feel so much better now. I'm being, revered.
Now, let me ask you a question.
For
A
my
lot of the
caramel-colored
reviews,
freaking
Matt has a lot of reviews from some of the people, and one of the things a lot of the reviews say that we just have fun with racism.
Yeah.
Now, you're black, right?
I am black.
Now,
when it suits me.
Are you offended by the show? Because one of our PAs is offended by the Ling Ling going to drive.
Oh, I am so offended.
But yet you still come back. It's just because you're in love with Matt.
And
she loves you guys.
And I love you guys. No, I'm not offended at all. I mean, racism is such a painful, real, hardcore thing that we have to deal with in life all the time. I think it's so nice that we get this opportunity to laugh.
We make fun of everyone.
We make fun. Yeah, no one is safe. That's right. What Tara said.
And most of the racism on this show has come from people who are so obviously stupid about it that it really isn't that threatening.
Well, we're trying to make fun of bigotry, and that's sometimes misinterpreted, and sometimes we just...
I mean, look at these feet. Look at these feet. Hold up.
They're coming up right here. There you go. See? You got to laugh.
About the feet.
Now, can I tell you, one of the battles...
My mama called me and said, what's up with old girl?
Did she really?
Did she like your teeth when they were close up on your teeth?
She loved my teeth. She loved my feet.
What's with the feet? The feet.
What's with the feet? I said, that's just work. That's hard work.
Can I tell you what my mama said?
What did your mama say?
Now, bear in mind, my mama's known Korean and I since we were
we
13, 15 years old.
That's so cool.
And so I played her the song when we're making out over the phone. And she's getting teary and she goes, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful.
Oh my God.
I said, you hear the lyrics, right? We're making out, some black chicks talking. I don't care. It's so beautiful.
Well, you know what? She
sweet.
actually has a
That's
point
sweet.
because you guys sang the crap out of that song, man. I'm serious.
That was
No,
fun.
really, for real.
My father
You're
just...
James Ingram ending.
My
Thank you,
father
baby.
just told me
Gotta
that
throw that in.
Matt went to visit his father, who's a little sick right now. So,
But he
God
just wanted,
rest
before anything happens, should he go, he wanted to let me know that he thought the show wasn't very funny.
Are you serious?
what did he say he read? He read what?
He said he ran into somebody who said the show was funny. And he goes, which is interesting to me because I don't see it. And the New York Times, he goes, the New York Times that I respect a whole lot, they generally said the show was pretty crappy. But underneath it all, there's something there.
But he didn't say
Thanks,
it.
Dad.
Thanks,
But then he
Dad.
ultimately goes that he's not the audience. Which
He admits that.
no, well, yeah,
Thanks,
your dad's never your audience.
Wow.
No, I love that. But no, it's true. This is not a show for my parents.
When I brought my mother-in-law, I'm like, I'm just letting you know, you're not coming to a taping of the Rugrats. All right, lady?
Yeah.
Yeah, get clear.
Yeah, if you're easily offended, it's probably not
Here's
the show
the,
for you.
My same with my boyfriend. He called his parents and they watched it with his grandmother. Highly inappropriate.
Yeah.
What are
You
you
know, that's
talking
not a-
about
that's not a good-
inappropriate?
Yeah, look at this.
Well,
This
actually,
was-
well, now you show that. That's grandma fair. You're right. Well, of course.
Just so you know, this was added by the animator. A lot of the jokes, the animators just added in, the board artists, not to
Sweet.
get back to the technical aspect.
But yeah,
I love that shit. Whenever there's behind the scenes, like
Look at his
small
nipple
stuff
rings.
that's not always
Yeah.
like on the main focus, I love the little things on the
And there's so
sides.
many
Yeah.
Yeah.
choice
Waldorf.
details in this show.
What is Waldorf?
Yeah, no, I don't think he even knows.
Well, they're sort of just
you
a
know what, he
product of
was
alcohol, fetal
initially-
alcohol syndrome, I think.
Originally in the pilot,
yeah.
he came in and he had to have everybody sign a form because of Megan's Law. He's like, I love children. No, I really love children.
no.
So could you sign here?
Yeah,
I'm
which is why I need to
legally
legally
obligated."
inform you.
And so the network, that was the first. Waldorf cannot be a child molester.
Oh, recently,
Like-
Jess, so you know,
Yeah.
recently after your 17th rape joke,
Yes, right, sure.
the network standards sat us down and said, just so you know, Captain Hero is not a rapist. And we said, actually, he is.
is.
Yes, it
In one
is.
episode, he raped Xander.
Look at this. I love this. Look at this
Oh, that,
extended.
that is pretty
extending
good.
rock,
That's a
rocket.
bizarre thing because there it's
That's-
unblurred. In later episodes, it had to be blurred.
I was surprised you got away with that. There's been a lot of stuff you guys
It's
pulled off
cute.
that it's like
Yeah.
you got to go, wow, man.
Well,
Well
ultimately,
done.
if they think it's funny,
Yeah.
they'll fight for it. And that's ultimately what it comes down to. If they don't get it,
Yeah.
we have no chance of convincing them it's funny.
Which
know,
is really
I love
cool.
this. I love the
That's great
serious
too. That's
talk
yeah.
in this room.
In the bubble.
Because
room.
this is so real world.
Yeah.
You know, they're always sitting in a blow up
Except
chair
they sleep in that room.
talking about their childhood.
Yeah.
Except they sleep in there.
Ultimately, Matt and I always said in a lot of these interviews that this show really is just us working out our issues. Like, we look at ourselves as this little unibrowed pig who has a chance to talk to a beautiful princess and get hard over her, or get the white girl to make out with the black girl for us.
And you do.
And the hot black girl has ugly feet.
But there are a lot of
It's a little
gay.
reality.
There are a lot of gay issues, and
You think?
yeah. Well, Dave had
Blue ball.
Blue
I
ball.
love blue ball.
I'm all
Yeah,
about
I
full
wish
blue
I'd
ball.
like him to come back.
Yeah.
Hold
He
on,
only
Matt's
made
trying.
one.
She already has.
Hold on.
I'm sitting next to you two. He's back. He is back, sister.
I'm trying to set up Dave to tell us a story about how he was molested.
I was never molested.
No, it's
That
a good
wouldn't be
story.
funny. If you're both the same age at 10 or 8, that's called
a date.
experimentation.
Yeah, that's
Hey.
called
This is one of the
consensual.
stories that's like
Playing
changed
doctor.
over the years. At first, I guess the story was that you went back to the kid's room and you were playing with puppets, and next thing you know, he had the puppet on your penis. That was the first version.
That
of
was
the
the
story.
first version.
Then
Show me on
over
the
the
dolly
years,
with the
I
Batman
remember,
tongue.
I remember telling you that story, seeing the whole thing in my head, like, all right, this is a version Matt can handle. And then it's sort of like, over time, like 80% of the truth has come out.
So what is? So I think now let's hear the full
On the
story.
comment-
The truth is, I
Dave.
don't know which is the full story.
Put on some porno
But as
music,
far as
folks.
you remember it, if you leave out the dude's name,
All right, Matt
You've been a
Silverstein.
little red.
I know. You know, it's weird when we worked on Crank Anchors. All those puppets around me all the time.
Oh, that must have been trauma.
Yeah, there was a lot of puppets.
but let's hear. So what happened?
Well, a friend of mine and I were in the basement, and
This is the moment that
Wait,
launched
hold
on, hold on.
1,000
Hold
internet
on,
Hold
here's
on.
the
Hold
last
on.
story
Yeah.
for this.
Right here, look, dude.
Okay,
This is it,
even Matt wants to turn this into a gay moment.
dude.
Pretty gay moment. Now I want to
look
hear
at
about
this,
you
look
getting
at
blown
that.
by a
Look
Could
kid
be
in
my
the
favorite
closet.
moment in the
Yeah,
entire run.
yeah.
Okay,
Really?
hold on, this is so
Hold
good.
on.
It's so beautiful.
Listen to her go.
Look at
This
her
is
eyes.
just so juvenile.
Sell
Matt,
it,
your
Tara.
voice is ruining it.
Yeah, the arms.
The arms.
Look, there you go.
Now, this is the shot we had to actually edit for the
Yeah, this is a shot. We had to cut down a lot of the time.
for the
You know, I
upfront.
always just say, I love the line, I got a mayonnaise mama.
That's
On
Elijah.
my
my
licking
licking
hole.
On my licking hole.
Come
yeah.
on.
You really do have like crazy great writers.
Yeah, you do.
Like it's
Because licking hole, that's all I
Yeah.
can call it now. It's not a mouth.
Yeah.
Elijah,
licking
we
hole.
hired. He got kicked out of Harvard, as best I can tell, and was homeless in New York, washing
What?
himself with a hose.
yeah, he got kicked out for starting fires.
Well, if you're gonna get kicked out, that's one good way to go, man.
Starting
yeah,
fire.
well, I was like,
And then-
you are so hired.
And I think the bitch, I like your earrings, is John Kimmel. Who
I
helped
love
write
Right,
it.
it.
we
That's
worked with
fun.
on.
It's all
on Crank
good.
We
Anchors.
should do an extendamix.
And
Yeah.
you girls sold this thing, man. I mean,
Well, we had to make out. Look at James Ingram.
yeah, yeah.
Well, we actually have the presentation tape, but I think we're showing on the DVD.
Are you?
It's just god awful.
you sound
but we
so
have
good
them
on that.
singing,
Thank you, my
and we
darling.
have
I love
them
that.
making.
I don't know if we can show it because we
Look
had
at
the
Ling
original
Ling.
Aladdin.
Look at Ling Ling knocked
Passed out with
the
the JD?
with JD.
Originally had a lot more
And then
volume.
the
That's
blowhole in
gorgeous,
the
yeah.
background. Look at this.
Here we
Went
go.
to the.
Oh.
Now there. Now, just to let you.
See, we
the
had
blowhole.
blowhole
Yeah.
was the first.
I've never
Ooh.
seen this.
That's new.
Much bigger.
This is a new scene that was mildly
Wow.
amusing. So we cut it out.
Oh, there's a new scene.
Shh, I've never seen this.
Wait, my immune system. I'm not strong enough to live outside.
See, we saw that for the first
I
time with
never
you guys.
saw
That was
that.
pretty cool.
Wow, Carlos hasn't seen any of this.
I just think how excited he's gonna be.
You know, I think Carlos is going to be moved and changed
To
and-
tears.
To tears.
So now, has he
should
seen
say
the
that was-
He's seen the 8th episode where the Mexicans are on the car.
Oh no!
Oh no, they get farted out.
Oh!
Yeah. Or I don't know what versions
Oh,
it is.
Yeah, that's it.
Sarah
So anyway,
does
so
not
the
look happy,
blowhole was the
man.
first moment that the network told us this was not the show they bought because they thought it was just the real world with cartoon characters, but we like a little more fantastical animated, and we
Yes.
wanted Cree. Ever since we imagined Foxy Love, she had a blowhole.
Yeah.
As many holes as we could get on her.
As many
I
holes
think
as
we were like.
She's a quadruple input girl, is what
Yes,
you're
she
saying,
is.
basically.
So
And,
Dave, so you were in the closet.
No, we were in the closet. We were in the basement.
Yeah, with
Oh.
the puppet.
And there was a guy who I think since has been gay. He's like in a traveling. I don't want to say
You
much.
don't wanna
'cause
say too much, yeah.
my parents will figure out who this is. And
Great.
and we were just playing with puppets, and we used to do a lot of cutting out Playboys we found and put them on the couches and fuck the couches and cut out the holes. We did a lot of that.
Wait for my baby boys to grow up.
And then one day he said, "What would you do if I were
Oh,
this
my
girl in
God.
our class?" Or I remember I said,
What would you do if I were
Yeah,
the
well, I
girl?
was one of the girls
Okay.
like, "Oh, maybe I'd like pinch your nipples," and I was pinching his nipples, and then And then I thought this was all like, oh, this is practice. Like it was like we were.
So this is the
8
same
years
thing me and
old.
you did the other night.
Yes.
All right.
But then there was hair everywhere.
Yeah, I know. It gets a
And
lot
then
messier.
at the next kind of point, it was like, well, what if we did this? And then he started putting a puppet on my penis and started like playing with my penis, and it was like a little
Why were
like.
you naked?
Well, he was putting it in my pants at first, and then
And
How'd
he's
the
like,
puppet fit in your pants?
it was one of those puppets that go like this.
Okay, got it.
You can't see that, but the puppets have
It's
the
like,
mouth.
it's like a sock puppet. All right, so keep going.
So he's going on my pants, and then I
Hang
was
on a minute,
supposed to
keep
do
going.
it to him, and
Yeah.
we were doing it to each other, like, oh, no, no. And then I remember at one point watching the TV, and I looked down to the right, and the puppet was on the ground. And I was like, if the puppet's over there, oh my God. And I looked over, and he was no longer using the puppet.
Now, what was he using, the hand or the mouth?
The hand.
Okay, so it could be worse.
So,
And
yeah.
then later,
Oh yeah, after a couple drinks.
and then later,
what
the
happened?
rest of it, I promise I'll save for Carlos.
All right,
We'll do
good,
this throughout the
good. Is it real?
commentary.
There's more.
Are you listeners getting as much out of this commentary
as we are here in the
talking about
studio?
anything in this
Yeah,
Yeah, what do you want to
right
talk
now?
about?
No, I think we
Gentleman
should.
with a woman.
I know.
You know this boat is total crap. She was totally into it. You saw us tongue
Tara, so
banging.
let's hear your first gay experience.
Yeah, that'd be
I want to,
interesting.
seriously.
I did kiss a girl.
Sweet.
Really, really.
Go.
I don't have any desire to munch box. I
Okay.
don't have
Uh-huh.
any
Me
desire.
either.
Have you
And-
seen Cree's Box?
No.
Season 2.
Season 2. All right, go on. So back to the kiss thing. What happened?
I got quite wasted at a bar once, and I was sitting with a girl.
How old are you?
Yeah.
This is like 6 years ago.
What were you wearing?
Whoa, that's really recent.
What were you wearing?
Oh my God. Really?
And someone said, I dare you guys to kiss. And I can't say who it is because you guys know this.
Wow.
I know who
E.G.
it is.
Daily.
E.G. Daily.
E.G. Daily.
No.
Yeah, it is.
No,
It's definitely E.G. Daily.
she ain't my type. And we just started making out. We just started
You got any
fully
pictures?
French
Did you
kissing.
like it?
It was so beautiful. Girls' lips
Really?
and tongues.
Yeah.
It's just
Wow.
so beautiful.
such
And
a
like I
homophobe.
still don't want to like touch her boobs or
Yeah.
like
I do.
play anything. But the kiss was nice.
Now, where was Craig? during all that?
I didn't know that guy yet.
Oh.
But does Craig know about this?
That was
Yeah.
Craig.
Yeah,
of course
no.
he does.
Yeah, that was before the change.
He's like, how come I can't get in that now? I know
Damn.
you bring that bitch home.
Now, Cree.
Yes.
Craig.
Yeah, Cree, you got
Clearly.
anything?
No.
That's such a lie.
Okay. The truth is, I did have one night. I used to be.
It's the best commentary
I used
ever.
to be engaged to this drummer, and he was going out to Lollapalooza, right, to
Okay.
work. And we were living together at the time, so of course we slept together.
Right.
Well, when
That
he
is
left,
a tornado footage. Just reminds you to come back to the tornado footage. Continue on.
Oh, wait, maybe
Go,
you guys, you may,
Oh, here it is.
oh, okay, wait a minute.
What is this?
This is new too.
This is new.
This is what Xander caused.
Xander and his
magical
magic recorder and his recorder.
Yeah,
When he
recorder.
went away in that tornado. That was it.
Awesome.
All right, sorry, go
Go
ahead.
on, Cree.
The show is changing for me. Well, anyway, so he went away to go on tour, and we lived together. So my best friend spent the night, my first night alone without him, and I did roll over and start massaging her chest because I was used to him being there, and I thought it was him. And she screamed, "Cree!" and I screamed, "Little Wing!" And we both literally rolled to the other side of the bed, and I kid you not, the hand that was massaging her breast
Was on fire.
throbbing. It was throbbing like thump, 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 and it felt like it was the size of a baseball mitt.
That
And
wasn't your
she
hand.
said-
What happened?
she said that her breast was throbbing, and I was so embarrassed that I
See,
said,
dude?
"What did you
Little
do
wing.
to her?" And she said, "What did I do? You're feeling me up." So now she refuses to sleep over.
That's the magic
because
electricity
she
of
says
lesbianism.
I'm
No,
gonna
wait,
feel
wait.
it.
Wait,
That
E.G.
doesn't
Daily?
count. That was an accidental
I-
make.
That was an
Yeah.
accidental.
Yeah,
I
that was
fell into
deliberate.
that.
Next,
That wasn't
yeah,
real.
We'll learn more next.
That
time.
wasn't
It's definitely not the
deliberate.
whole
See,
story.
if you guys
That
brought in the
wasn't real.
Manischewitz, you'd get the real story.
I had a kid blow bubbles on me when I was at the swim club. He'd go underneath me, blow bubbles on me, and then I blow bubbles on him.
Now that sounds creepy.
When do we get to meet Bubbles?
But,
Yeah.
but then I was throbbing,
And it was like
and he was
electricity.
throbbing. Jess,
What?
And you were like
Yeah,
Little
hold on.
Rainbow.
You gotta hear his
Gay experience?
Yeah.
I swear I have nothing
That's
to
such a
report, sir.
lie.
I would so
Nothing?
tell you.
You're
Are you
rock
kidding
and
me?
roll.
There was
I
no-
know, that's why I have
There
no
was
gay
no show
experience.
me
He's
mine, show me
dated-
yours.
he's
What?
dated
There's no show me
girls that have
mine.
had gay experience.
Yeah, I've dated
Have
a
you
lot.
ever seen
yeah,
a hard
she's right.
penis
I've
in
dated
real life?
a lot of girls that have gay experiences, including some like big old porn stars who are psychotic and stuff like that. Does that count?
Whoa,
Have
yeah.
you ever had a threesome?
Yeah, many
Bring
times.
that story.
Many times. Foursomes?
The most that I ever
Look at
pulled
this, there's nothing
was
to do
when
with
I
the
was
show.
a kid
I
and
haven't
I
even
was in
looked
this
at the
band and we
screen.
went
I
back
haven't
and it
looked
was
at
me
the
and
screen.
four
Commentary.
chicks. That was the
Wow.
craziest.
Wow. Now, have you
chicks?
ever had
Did you
a
bang
Was that the
them all?
Go-Go's?
Yeah, I did.
Have
Pete,
you-
Pete, Pete, Pete.
Oh, it was,
Pete, Pete,
yeah, it was a
Pete,
long
Pete.
night. That was a long
Have you ever had a
night.
five-way with a black girl, white girl, and two Jews?
No, never had a black girl, never had an Asian girl, never
That's
had a
called
Jew.
a Benetton
but
bang.
Jews, yes, I've
what?
done
A
some
Benetton
Jews, Jewish
bang.
girls.
Now, hold on. Let me ask you a quick question before we're wrapping
here we
up
are.
here.
Oh, look, hey, you guys, did
Here's
you
the
enjoy
big
this?
part because this is the end. This is the
Yeah.
slave.
Sweet.
This is the slave
Whenever
auction.
we get a note that we can't do this, we're going to hell, we always say, I don't think the word bukkake will send us to hell.
I
Maybe
love
ending-
the word bukkake.
Yeah, it's just fun to say.
But yet you've never had a gay experience.
Do you know that there are some people that still sign official agreements by bukkake?
What?
What do you mean?
What are you talking
Well, like you know how you sign an official agreement or you
Sure.
shake on something
To have
Well,
bukkake?
bukkake, you can have bukkake still to this day. That stands as a legalized agreement.
What does that
What
physically
that's
does
a
mean?
bukkake
term?
mean?
Well, it means like you guys could all get together and have bukkake on, like, you know, say the president of Comedy Central.
Right.
And that would be like signing a document.
It's an Asian term for
Wow.
signing
Oh, for
a
an
document.
agreement?
Not
Yeah.
involving
Really?
cum?
Yeah.
Involving cum.
Involving,
Thanks
yeah.
for playing, everybody.
Official
So bukkake is an actual agreement more than a sex act.
It's
Well,
both.
it's both.
It's both.
Yeah.
Is an agreement signed in cum
Did you hear
to
the
hide
hype?
six
No,
different
you
guys?
just do. No, you don't sign anything. You just
All right, hold up.
bukkake it.
And that makes it official.
Yeah.
We'll be
This is
back.
So you guys, we have 30 seconds.
And now here's a lot of scenes of an episode that wasn't allowed to air.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Let's see this.
Oh, I wanted to see
should.
This is the one that I love.
Oh, me too. It's my favorite.
But we couldn't air it.
Yeah, well,
because
it's going to be aired
of,
season
Season 2. We wanted to put it
Okay,
on the
good.
DVD, but it's not on the DVD.
I love this. Give me your hand.
It's not on the DVD?
It's not because it's going to air season 2 and the DVD comes out.
You know, we didn't. Ooh, I love this episode.
Yeah, me and Cree. There we go.
Oh.
The
Yeah,
sadomasochistic
people
love
haven't
affair.
seen that.
Oh my God! Look at that. Look at that.
That you can't see.
Guys, we've had fun.
We have
Yes.
had
We
a
did,
hell
but
of a
we
lot
did.
of fun.
We didn't talk about the
The what?
show.
You can watch this show. And if you want to learn about animation, you can, I don't know.
Oh, there's
there it is.
yes.
Yeah.
That one's in that
Oh.
episode too. That one's in that
Oh.
episode. That one's second episode.
Yeah, there's an episode you guys got to see.
My
Look,
favorite shot in the whole series.
You're right. You're right.
that
You're right, Matt.
But we couldn't
You're
put
right.
the blood on the bottom.
Yay.
boy,
Good
the blood, the blood.
Well, you guys are best. We're gonna take a break.
So there we are.
Oh, wait.
Abby wasn't there. Abby's
Yeah,
Ling
Abby.
Ling.
James.
Look at us.
Are you
How many
gonna read
times
all
did we
that?
get our
James
names
Taylor
in the
is pretty
credits?
Damn genius too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
James
Yeah.
Taylor.
James Taylor.
Not the one who
Even
sings
though
Fire and Rain.
the fuck a Waldor is. We love
We still love our James.
I have to
Hey,
say, I
I'm-
love this cast. This
I have to
is the
say,
best
we
cast.
love. Without
Fuck
this
yeah.
cast, I mean, we're certainly no Matt and Trey. So I'm so glad
But
we
you
have
know,
you
I
guys.
almost didn't get to be in this.
We got to
You know,
talk
but-
about how that
Well,
came
we'll
about
talk
on the
about
next
that.
show.
Yeah,
I just want to
Yeah.
say thank you to all our fans.
We love you guys.
60%
We love you
South
guys
Park
too.
can't
Keep
be wrong.
watching. It's going to get better and better.